Hey YouTube, I want to make a video really quick about the police officer in Utah brutalizing the nurse who was on the phone with her superior telling him what hospital policy was. It's something so important. I've been meaning to do it, and I just haven't done it since yesterday. I got busy. I got on the phone with called a bunch of police stations out in Utah, Salt Lake City Police and the Salt Lake City Mayor, left messages, and they gave me the runaround, and then they blocked you from calling the police station or the Salt Lake City Police from, if you go online to their site and hit call, and then it's blocked. You can't call from there because obviously they were getting a lot of calls. And I agree with a lot of people who've been talking about this. Jimmy Dore, a progressive that I usually don't agree with, he talked about police being out of control. How people will say this is one bad apple when there was 3 other police officers standing there. And we see all these police shootings. In Louisiana a couple of years ago, there was this guy killed on the ground. You know, if there was a bad apple in the police force and then they were punished when they made when they broke the law, I would say, yes, that's right. That's fine. There's just one bad apple, but these police officers never get punished. They never, ever get punished. And this is not, or very rarely get punished. And I know people on the right tend to or defend police officers, be pro-police, talk about defending the thin blue line. Most of that's hype. And I have worked hard. I've always had some issue with police officers, but I've worked hard to support them, and I do support them when I can. But I'm not going to blindly support them when they're openly breaking the law. This police officer, this Jeff Payne, this police officer in Utah, is no different than Adolf Hitler or Joseph Stalin. He is controlled by the same spirit, by the same motivations that Hitler and Stalin were controlled by. It's just absolute power. The nurse wasn't even the one who told him no. It was her superior on the phone, but because she was in front of him, he attacked her. Now, this guy is still a police officer. He'll never get in trouble for this unless everyday Americans like you and I make sure that he does. So I say every single person out there, call Utah. We can't let this go. 801-799-3600 is one of the numbers I remember. Call them. Call the mayor. We have to stay on top of this. That's fine if not all police officers are perfect, but if we have a bad one like this, he has to be punished. So that justice is shown to the American people. So the American people know that when a police officer does break the law, when he is become a brutal, violent dictator, that he is punished for it. And then people will be more able to support the police in general. They won't have these nagging thoughts in their head that, no, the police force isn't on our side. And then when you see Berkeley and Charlottesville police standing down, that doesn't help the image of the police. That's 100% self-defeating. And the number one problem is, right now, I'm going to tell you what the problem is. It's the hiring policy of police forces. They look for people with squeaky clean records and don't do anything for personality. I believe that everything should be based on personality. When you hire a police officer, if this guy has a history of temper or ego, or just do a long bunch of tests and personality profiling and figure out who this guy is, because that's the most important thing for a police officer, is someone who understands the job, understands the law, and understands that it's not personal and his own ego can't get involved. He can't be trying to get revenge from what happened to him in high school, because these types are the ones that cause problems. This is a crime committed to one of our healthcare professionals who's here to help, and this police officer assaults her, commits as bad of a crime as you can commit in America without killing anyone. This guy should not even be loose. He needs to be in jail, because someone that cannot control themselves, even the most violent thugs aren't that unreasonable. This is beyond reason. This guy is on the brink of insanity, and if he is carrying a badge still to this day, then there's a serious problem. So I suggest make the call. If you don't agree with me, I welcome you to argue the point, and we'll go from here. Hey, like, subscribe. Peace.